In India, Pagri tenants have long been considered lawful occupants with protected tenancy rights. Many have lived in their homes for generations, investing in maintenance and even paying municipal taxes, treating these properties as their own. However, despite this legal standing, recent judicial trends are undermining tenant protections by passing eviction decrees that favor landlords without ensuring fair compensation. On the other hand, the government itself has recognized Pagri tenants' rights by granting them participation in redevelopment projects in cessed buildings. This creates a glaring contradiction. While the government acknowledges tenant rights, the judiciary is ordering forced evictions, effectively gifting landlords these properties for free. This video aims to expose this injustice, highlight the legal violations, and urge the judiciary to uphold fairness, equity, and the true spirit of the law. The Maharashtra government has taken steps to protect Pagri tenants, especially in cessed buildings, by allowing them to be part of redevelopment projects. Cessed Pagri buildings are those where landlords have abandoned their properties and the government has taken over. Recognizing that tenants have a stake in these properties, the government permits them to participate in redevelopment projects and ensures they receive a fair share of the benefits. This proves that the government does not see Pagri tenants as illegal squatters, but as rightful stakeholders. Despite this recognition, the Small Cause and High Court are passing eviction decrees without compensation, directly contradicting government policies. How can one branch of governance recognize tenants' rights while another disregards them? Why are courts ignoring government efforts to protect tenants and instead siding with landlords who seek eviction without compensation? Section 56, subsection I of the Maharashtra Rent Control Act is clear. Where a landlord requires possession of a tenanted property, the tenant is entitled to receive fair compensation before vacating. This means that no eviction can take place without ensuring that the tenant receives due compensation. However, courts are repeatedly passing orders in violation of this law, granting landlords a free pass to evict tenants without fulfilling their legal duty. Why is the judiciary failing to enforce a clear statutory provision that mandates compensation? Can a court order override a tenant's right to fair compensation under Section 56, subsection I? If justice is about fairness, how can courts approve eviction without ensuring financial security for tenants? When courts fail to uphold established laws, it raises serious concerns about judicial accountability and bias. In many cases, landlords have already profited immensely from the Pagri system. They originally took a large lump sum payment from tenants, far exceeding standard security deposits. Despite this, many landlords are now using the judicial system to file false claims of bona fide requirement to evict tenants. They suppress key facts in court, hiding the true financial and legal situation. These landlords take advantage of outdated precedents that unfairly impose eviction orders. After eviction, they sell or redevelop properties without compensating tenants, making massive profits. Instead of protecting lawful tenants, the courts are being misused as tools to serve greedy rogue landlords. Consider a scenario where a landlord already sold another Pagri flat for Rs 2.5 crore and their son purchased a Rs 3.41 crore flat, yet they still file for eviction on the grounds of personal need. Should such cases even be entertained by the judiciary? When landlords have ample financial resources, why should they be granted free evictions at the cost of making tenants homeless? Natural justice dictates that no one should be deprived of their rights without due process and fairness. The judiciary must ensure fair compensation for tenants before eviction, strict scrutiny of landlord claims to prevent fraud, and decisions aligned with government policies protecting tenants. However, today's eviction decrees often result in tenants losing their homes overnight with no financial security. Middle-class and poor families being thrown out while landlords profit. A legal system that favors the powerful over the vulnerable. This is not justice, it is legalized theft. The judiciary is meant to be the last hope for justice, not an instrument for the powerful to exploit the weak. We urge the honorable courts to strictly enforce Section 56(I) and mandate compensation before eviction. Reject eviction cases filed with unclean hands by rogue landlords. Align court orders with government policies protecting tenants. Ensure that judicial decisions do not create unjust enrichment for landlords. If Pagri tenants have rights under redevelopment, why are they denied rights in eviction cases? If landlords have financial means, why should they get properties for free at tenants' expense? If laws exist to protect tenants, why are courts ignoring them? We urge the judiciary to restore faith in the legal system by ensuring that eviction decrees are fair, lawful, and just. The battle for Pagri tenant rights is not just about property, it is about fairness, justice, and the rule of law. If the judiciary continues to pass eviction decrees without ensuring compensation, it will fail in its duty to protect the weak from exploitation. We call upon the legal community to challenge unjust eviction decrees, the media to expose judicial bias against tenants, the public to demand justice and fairness in tenancy laws. Justice is not a privilege of the rich, it is the right of every lawful citizen. The judiciary must decide, will it stand for fairness, or will it be an instrument for landlords' greed? Let us fight to ensure that no Pagri tenant is evicted without their rightful compensation.